That's sad. Okay, well, there we go. I guess we have to start over. God damn it. Let's go here. Let's go to. How funny is that? Okay. All right. Well, I'm 4 minutes late. I thought I was 1 minute late, and then I started talking into the. I started talking into the ether for 2 to 3 minutes straight. Welcome to Melzworld Live. I'm your host, Ramel Otis, and I hope you had a good Wednesday. And yes, I started talking, and nothing was happening. And that's important. It's important to get your bearings straight. But no, we're here. It's February 27th, last day pre day of the month Eve, last day of the month Eve, and we are here. I've just had quite an hour. I've been trying to do the thumbnail and finish uploading and set a premiere for the Food Sleuth episode. And it's set. Everything's good to go. The episode is going to go out today. But what I was talking about was how... There, that's me. There. I've learned that the one viewer I have on Twitch is myself. If I'm monitoring my stream manager, I am my own viewer. So that at least is a known quantity. And if no one's been able to check in onto the YouTube, that's fine. My wife's usually the only one on there. Otherwise, I'll have a random friend pop on. So it's good. I just spilled coffee on myself. So, anyways, welcome to Thursday. Food Sleuth episode is done, ready to go. What I was saying earlier before I didn't realize I wasn't recording was it is a lot of work to make a YouTube video at the quality that I make it. And when I say quality, it's not perfect. It's by far not perfect, but I don't just put my footage and cut it and then be done with it. My work process is very time intensive. The footage is an afterthought, and I feel like if you are a true filmmaker, right, a true cinematographer, you plan your shots, you write your script, and then you plan your shots. Maybe some people don't do it that way, but you write your script, you plan your shots, you do your tons of shots, tons of B-roll, and now you have a script that you've written and a shot that's according to that script, and then you edit. And modern YouTubers that aren't large studios rely on the strength of their script and then really let the video do its talking. I mean, even more lazier, and I'm not blaming them, but it is an easy out, is playing some kind of game. Like I could load up a video game that's brain dead to me that I could just play without thinking, a Marvel Rivals or a Fortnite or a Mogus, whatever, World of Warcraft, and I could just talk, right? I could talk, I could read my script, whatever. And the way that I would probably do that is I would record myself playing for an hour, and then I would record my script, and then that way I could play the video while the script is running, and that's the video. And then if I want to put in some random clips, I would, and that's a methodology. A lot of these YouTubers also do recording on the fly, right? So they'll have their script, they'll have their microphone, and then they'll talk to the camera, either in their office or they're on location. I have just my workflow is script. Sorry, is shooting the footage first, kind of getting a rough idea, getting home, writing the script next, recording the script, and you write the script as I look at the footage, right? I'm looking at the footage and I'm creating a narrative. I write the script, and then I record the script, and then I audio edit the script, and then I use the audio edited script as kind of the timeline for everything else, right? So that lays the timeline down, and then it's just plugging in principal video in certain spots, and then filling the gap with things that I don't have. So if I don't have a shot, I go to YouTube and I steal a shot, right? Like I take a shot, because that's kind of how I patchwork all my videos, right? I don't have all the shots I need. I didn't take, a terabyte of footage. I took 3 shots at most, 3 shots, and then I kind of recycle and re-upuse, update, and all that kind of stuff to get to a point where I have a shot, and then I use the internet to do the rest, right? So I'll steal some clips. I will one shot that I thought was really interesting, which you will never notice, is in the Apples to Apples episode. I took a still image from a photo that was taken probably in the 90s, or probably 10 or 15 years ago, when Julian had a toy store on in a certain area, and then they expanded out into the main street. Well, the old toy store had a better look when it came to a classic vintage look. Not nearly as much space, but a nice, beautiful wood. Had a really nice old-fashioned, cozy feeling. The new store looks more like I don't know, like a tourist store, with the walls all loaded up with all the kind of the goods, and it feels very like retail. I found an old picture, and then I used AI to animate the image. So it continues to have that 90s photo grain, but the people are moving around in the shot, and that shot needed to only be a second long. So if you stopped and looked at the video, it's creepy, it's uncanny, but for the purpose of the shot, it just went right through, and it just looks like it was a living clip that was a second long. But yeah, so I will use my principal footage, and so what I'll notice on this editing for Apples to Apples is I will go for the first 30% of the intro, just trying to use graphics and small clips and animated GIFs and things that I saw and I captured from YouTube, and I will lay that out, and that will take me the lion's share of time. But when I get to the part where I actually have my own footage, that goes really fast because I don't need to create anything. If anything, I throw some graphics up, I throw some text, and yeah, it's just interesting that my editing time then speeds up significantly because I'm not trying to plug the holes of the work that I'm trying to do. And I don't know. We'll see the performance of this episode. I think if I'm going to make more videos on subject, I need to do like a less is more thing where I have to really get the shots that I need and then not spend so much time like piecemealing all of this intro and all of this work together, because what ends up happening, like I said, is you get sent into a rabbit hole of trying to find the footage, of trying to find the clip, of trying to find the right shot, or creating it in AI. And I would like to know, as an exercise, can I cut down all of my production time significantly so I'm not spending 2 to 3 days raw editing, right? If I just had my own footage, I could probably edit it real fast. I mean, I do it. But I'm trying to squeeze blood from a rock when it comes down to it. I get some shots, and they're never the best, right? But they're enough, and they work. And if this is going to be a sustainable project, that workflow has to be reviewed. But it's good. It's out there. It isn't as funny as my other ones. This one's a little bit more earnest. But apple pie, mom's apple pie, is a nostalgic subject to me. It's a close subject to me, and therefore I took it with a little bit more earnesty, I think is the word I want to use. Anyways, it was a good project. It's out. So I can officially say Apples to Apples is done. I just got to release it. So I'm very happy. Tonight is Thursday, which means my friend's hanging out, which means I probably won't need to do any food things. We're gonna watch a movie, we're gonna hang out. It's gonna be fine. So yeah, food sleuths. The next thing is maybe this Ethiopian. I might do a kitchen investigation next, actually. Now that I've done Hype Hunters and I did another food sleuths, this is a good opportunity to do a kitchen investigation. I just need to figure out what I want to make, right? But if I do a kitchen investigation episode, it's going to be a hands-only type of cooking you know. I might do the I might do the White Castle copycat. Actually, that might be what I want to do. The White Castle copycat is a really straightforward concept. There's several guys who said, this is how you make a White Castle copycat, and then I will do the investigation. I'll go, how legitimate is it? Only problem is I don't have. That's what I'll do. I will talk about White Castle. I will get the White Castle from the grocery store and use that as kind of a baseline comparison, and then I'll make the kitchen investigation version, and then we'll just try that out, and that will be really exciting. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that for my next episode. So let's put that down as kitchen investigation. Kitchen investigation. White Castle. That's good, because now I can do the Ethiopian episode. I can record the footage for that, and then I can do a kitchen investigation. Boom. Okay, cool. So that's it for Food Sleuths. I can now focus on the Route 66 trip, which, once again, the Route 66 trip has so much footage. It's a lot easier to edit because there's just more footage, and so it's just talking heads footage and me plugging in graphics and not having to make up stuff. So this episode should be good. So I think record script is good. Edit video. Boom. So we're ready to do that. Okay. Yep. Brand Flow. Still got to make shorts. I mean, there's no question around it, but I just haven't had a chance to. But my wife's right. Got to make more shorts. But yeah. Cool. Great. I'm keeping up with my health. The house, Lisa's doing the book fair this week, so the house has got to chill a little bit while she gets through that. But yeah, looking good. And I need to find some kind of income. We did the math, and if I don't find any additional source of income, I have 6 months left. And that isn't 6 months, and then it's struggling. We will have exhausted our coffers in 6 months from now. And to be fair, we started this process in September, the end of September, or the beginning of September. September was the first month we were not supported by the organization, by the company. And then we did unemployment. And unemployment lasted to the end of January, mid-January, the end of January. And so it was pretty good. But now that we're getting close, now that we're at the point where we're out of reserves, we really need to get our financials in order and figure out what to do. I really need to get something, because as much as I enjoy doing this, it's going to be a brick by brick situation. I mean, next month I'm going to ask for help, Patreon, for support. I need to manage Patreon better. And that's the thing. That's what I got to get into is figuring out the best solution when it comes to. Oh, I do have an update on the house. Sorry, I just realized it. Freezers losing cool falling. Okay, technician is scheduled for tomorrow. 2:28. Not 2:28 for tomorrow at 9 a.m. to noon. Okay, so that's good. We followed up with the insurance company. We had contacted insurance. Oh wait, different. That's a different thing. Okay, so that's house, and then for auto, I had to follow up with Progressive, and they said they didn't have my documentation, so I'm gonna follow up again. Okay, all right, that's everything. So yeah, tonight is the premiere. We'll get that episode out, and I will focus hopefully today getting the room clean, and then probably just start building the skeleton for the editing for the Route 66 episode. So no chat GPT today. No need to. I appreciate you guys coming. Me. Nobody in YouTube, which is fine. This is once again for my sanity and nobody else. And ultimately, that's fine. That's the goal. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good Thursday. And yeah, tomorrow is the end of the week. That'll be it. All right. This is Melzworld Live. I'm Ramel Otis. And have a fantastic day. Thanks for showing. Thanks for showing up.